Hello everyone, welcome back to a commentary video. Commentary? This is an extended cut from our rather epic video that we put together, me and Scott, from last week, the GIRO ride. This was actually the first climb on the agenda. It was straight out from the seafront, 3 kilometers at 5%. I set out. I'm probably going to talk about this in more detail. This video is going to be a bit of like 2 parts, I guess. So I'm going to show you this footage that you didn't see in full in that video. Then I'm going to show you the footage from like a descent that you also didn't see later on. That kind of I didn't make the cut because, well, there wasn't really much to see, but I will talk you through a bit about like how difficult some of the descents were. But yeah, I want to talk like a little bit about YouTube. I also want to talk a little bit about like this day and how I kind of approached this effort. And the whole idea was that I would probably like try and finish this ride, which was 220 kilometers and 600 something plus meters of climbing, which is an awful lot. Don't get me wrong. I knew the size of the task that was ahead of me, but I didn't. I went out and I thought, do you know what? I'm just going to hit the climbs as hard as possible, not knowing what the lanes and the descents would be like later on. I just wanted to keep the average speed up as high as possible. That was the goal. And if ever the average speed dropped off like a cliff, pardon the pun, I would just call a halt to the ride. So this ride immediately started, climbing straight away. It's just up and down all day, and this first climb was really nice. It was a really, really nice climb out of Woolacombe, right on the seafront, and I was really excited to see just how good the climbs would be in this area, and I really wasn't disappointed at all. And it was great that we could have this GoPro footage, from basically just a GoPro stuck to the front of the van, guys. Like this was the very start of the ride right here, actually. We didn't have like posh fancy equipment. It was basically a GoPro. Okay, we had a drone, and we had like a point and shoot camera. No microphones, no like, nothing that you see else on YouTube, you know what I mean? But it was good. Like, it did the job. And like, when you have somebody who knows what they're doing in terms of editing videos and things, like Scott, like, with a bit of my input as well, like I think we really just got the most out of the footage that we gathered from the day. So this was the first climb, and I was like, bull at a gate, let's go, let's get up this climb, let's get over it, let's get that average speed up. And so that was like the story of the day. I went until I realized that I couldn't maintain the 28.4 kilometer an hour average speed anymore. And that came earlier than expected. That came at the halfway mark, 110 kilometers in, where we go down the Worthy Toll Road, which you'll see in the next part of this very short video. So if you'll hang around till the end, you'll get to see parts of that descent, which are pretty terrible if you want some high average speeds. but needless to say, like, you could plan a very, very good bike ride around these parts. This part of the UK is extremely beautiful. If you saw the video, you'd have seen the drone shots. It's very, very nice. But let's give you an insight. Let's give you some tips, because like, you're not just going to watch this video and not want, I guess, something out of it apart from seeing my backside wiggle up a climb, which I feel a bit sorry for Scott. That's all he got to see from the day, really. But really, like, a climb like this is a perfect example, because as you can see, it goes up in pitches and then it flattens off quite a bit. And so I've always said, I hammer it home, and I'm going to hammer it home again, but the fastest way to climb, ironically today, was all about average speed. The fastest way to climb is to concentrate on that average speed. Like, the higher your average speed, obviously, the quicker you get to the top of the climb. So it makes sense to press harder when you're going slower. Like right now, I'm doing barely 10 kilometers an hour on a 17% gradient. 340 watts, sat about 15 or 20 watts below threshold. But now the gradient starts to ease, and I'm able to drop the power because the speed is going up, without me really having to do anything. But of course, it's not just about this climb. There's climbs throughout the whole day that I realized I'd have to pace. And the art of climbing, is that cliche? I don't know. But the art of climbing is, it's not just about like the climbs that because the latter part of this ride, I knew some of the climbs. I knew Porlock, I knew Dunkery Beacon, got the KOM up there. And with these climbs to a certain extent, how to pace them. You've done them before. You know where the hardest parts are. And that's what often people talk about. They talk about the hardest parts of the climbs. But these climbs that I'd never seen before, it pays. It really does pay to ride them conservatively. Because you can always give more at the top of the climb. It's like rolling out that carpet. You can always give more at the top when you don't know the climb. And I had on my Wahoo for this day, I had the profile so I could see when the top of the climb is coming. So I knew when to squeeze on, I knew when to press on, and use technology to your advantage, guys. Okay, so this is Worthy Toll Road. this is basically what you didn't see in the video. Now let me know, is this a good descent? Let me know in the comments down below. This I was told, alright, the day before. Nat, I know you're watching. Scott, I know you're watching as well. Your reaction when you realized it was going down this road the night before I was doing this ride, I should have known that we should never have gone down this road. I was like, alright, okay, Worthy Toll Road, alright, fair enough, it's going to take me to the bottom of Porlock. We'll manage, we'll get round, we'll do it. But I did not realize that this descent would be so bad. I'm talking like concrete road, I'm talking portals, I'm talking, you can see the gravel and grass down the center of it. I'm talking like wild dogs. There was like dogs at the bottom. I didn't know if they were going to attack me. It was one of those situations where you're coming into like a farmyard and you're like, are these dogs friendly, or are they like literally going to like pull me into the bushes somewhere and I'm never going to be seen again? So it was one of those situations. I was going down this descent and I was like, this is laughable. I'm going so slow. And this was kind of the moment where I realized like, I'm probably not going to salvage this ride. Like this ride is probably now like past the point of my average speed is dropping because my descending speed is now quite bad. Guys, I want to end by saying the type of video we made from this day is the type of video it's the type of videos that I've always wanted to create. And sometimes you have to find like, and link up with people who do a better job than you. That's a part of life. Like you're not amazing at everything. Yes, I can ride a bike okay, but I'm not very good at much else. You'll soon discover that. But like to be able to like produce a video like this and we're able to work together to do something like this and bring more, because that's what you want. Like the number of comments, I can't believe how well this video was received. Like this is what I want to do. Like I've got the ability to ride my bike very fast. I get it, but this is something that like we need to like showcase and like make the most of while I'm still young. And a lot of you will tell me to do the same. And so I want to produce more of these videos, no doubt about it, as and when budget, time, and fitness, like I need fitness to be able to do these. So thank you for watching. I appreciate your support as always, and I'll see you in the next one.